What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer. And guess what? I'm sick again. I'm sick! Again! I don't think there's been longer than like I didn't mean to do that. I don't think there's been a longer stretch over for like a long stretch more than like 5 days total in December that I've not been sick. Really November too, like November from mid-November even. So it's great. It's having a child that lives in a house that goes to elementary school is it's pretty much just like a bio bomb. Especially after the lockdowns, like we spent a long time keeping the child out of school because we were worried about their health, and we just let them back this year, and it has been bioterrorism. Right now it's pretty mild though. It's not COVID or anything. I just don't think it is, so that's good, at least that it's not anything super annoying. But it is very obnoxious to constantly be sick all the time. All that said though, that's really all I have update wise on my end. Just Haxa being sick again. Recruit is interesting. I do have a runner crest that I got actually literally last night, so it's fresh. It's hot off the presses from someone named Schloss. I think I'm saying that right. Thank you for your run request. It's pretty much, I've done this before. It's Gravedigger and Recruit together, and it's a pretty cool run request. The last time I did it, it was a very fun run. These are two skulls that you don't get to see together as much anymore. However, I will say, this run request is a lot harder to get than you would think. And this is like the Haxa rule, that the further you get into the game, commons slowly but surely just become legendaries, basically. Because commons become less and less likely to be seen the further you get into the game, and this starts as early as Act 2 even. Rares are basically commons in this game. And so if you're trying to get a double common run, it's actually a lot harder than it would appear to be just from like thinking about it. Because it's like, that's 2 commons, that's probably easy, right? Like you can get that easy, but nope, not true. It's actually pretty hard to do. So hopefully we see a Gravedigger. Not that I'm really committed to this run or anything like that. It's just on the agenda. There's lots of runs on the agenda today. Kind of would like to do a more magic-focused run because we've done some insane physical-focused runs lately. We'll see what happens. The run is new, as I like to say. It's a baby run, and nothing is set in stone. A little lag is set in stone, though. Also, here is okay. I actually think I'm going to commit to the rider here. I also have a rider run request. Did I write that down? I don't think I did. Apologies. I know I got one though. Someone asked if I had any plans for Rider, and I do indeed have plans for Rider. It's been way too long since I've done a Rider run. Way too long. And we finally saw a Rider with a secondary skill that is a physical skill. So we can actually do it, and I actually really want to. Rider is one of the strongest skulls in all of the game. Really like just kind of the button skull. Like it's the skull that has a nuke button. Also, this is strange lag. Okay, that's a thing that happens sometimes now for some reason. Only in this one specific area. Don't know why. It's very annoying, but it's over now, so I guess everything's good. But yep, that's a thing I have to deal with now. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. It's literally only in this one specific transition. It's so strange. I am not taking a face bug. I've taken it too often as of late. I have to acknowledge I have a problem. I have a face bug, if you know what I'm saying. Like I have the face bug. And I'm not going to take them. I have to acknowledge my problem. That's the only way. That's the beginning of overcoming, you know? You have to first acknowledge that a problem exists at all. So I'm going to pass by the face bug for a little bit. Just, you know, take a bit of a break from it, and move on to other quintessences. Maybe we'll do a kind of lesser used quintessence, because I also tend to use Orc a lot, as do we all. And I don't know, you know, what if I see like Griffin or something? Maybe I'll take a Griffin. That'd be a weird quintessence to take, but I don't know, kind of feeling it. What's our why do we feel like we're doing so much damage? We don't even have anything crazy or anything, but my damage feels really good. I don't know why. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just confused. That's a ghoul. Not interested. Though thank you for showing up, ghoul. You're good vibes, I'll give you that. You're just, I'm a little too closely associated with the ghoul run, you know? It's not been that long since I've done the ghoul. And, I think I'm further removed from recruit, and I'm certainly further removed from rider. Good lord. It's been way too long. So I'm very much committed to this rider run. Everything else, you know, it's yet to be seen. Anything can happen from here. Except getting rid of rider. That is certainly not going to happen. What are you? It is the Gravedigger. However, I am committed to this rider. Apologies to Schlausch. I'll do your run soon. But you have to... If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know it has been a while since we've done a run with this fellow. And he's overdue. I kind of want the standard issue Carleon armor just for the money I'll get from that. But, I don't think so. Also, I guess my damage is high because we have arms. We have arms and the execution axe. And it's like, the execution axe gives a ton of damage percent. And we already have arms with that too, so. I guess that's why I feel like I'm doing so much damage, because we are doing so much damage. And it makes sense too. Was this a skull room? No, it was not. It was a money room, which is good. The last shop, we didn't take enough money rooms, and we saw how that turned out. My shop was terrible. I didn't get to buy anything. So that's one skipped shop. That is never a good thing, and I should have taken that into consideration when choosing my rooms. So misplay on my part. Not that it's super big of a deal. It is only the early game shops, but still, you know, I got to be aware of that. Rejuvenation route, not at all interesting. It's kind of like it's here, but it's not going to be here for long. You know, I'll get rid of it whenever it makes sense to. It just doesn't. You know, this is not the run for it. The only run I've ever been excited to have Rejuvenation route on is my Harpy run. The only Harpy run I'll probably ever do, unless they significantly change the Quint, because it's terrible. And it was a challenge run, and I did it, I completed it, and I'll never do it again unless they make a big change to the quintessence, like I said. It's just not fun, man. That shit is not fun. Excuse me. Tea time, y'all know what it is. Hopefully this lag stops, man. I'm gonna stop the recording soon if it keeps up this weirdness. I do have a Windows update pending, so the Windows update virus has wormed its way into my machine. So that's great. I love Windows update. And I knew it was coming. Like it'd been too long since I'd seen one, so it was expected. But even then, it's still just I don't like it, to say the least. But it'll be over soon. That's probably honestly what's doing some of this lag is just like the pending update, sitting in the shadows, doing background processes like out the fucking wazoo. Also, excuse my cussing. I'm still trying to do better on that, but you know, occasionally it slips out. Not that you guys care. It's basically for me. I want to do better in that regard for myself more than anything. And a lot of people thought I was doing it for advertiser friendliness. Advertisers only care if you cuss in the first like 10 seconds. It's so strange. It's the weirdest, like most like nitpicky thing, but that's how it is. It's so bizarre. Wow, this is a smorgasbord of dog. Look at this. Holy heck. This is terrible. I could attempt to do the challenge that I've been talking about where I try and get this to the end of the game, but none of these skulls are the skulls I have in mind. Recruit could be okay, though. Recruit could actually be decent at it. But I need the Hunter, and I'm committed to this Rider, so I don't think I'm going to do that. In fact, I'll just take a Quintessence, even. I'm looking at Killavan or Centauros. I'm not really planning on doing a bleed run, so I think I'll just take the Killavan. This could be a Quintessence we use to the end. Killavan is not bad. It's... Actually, the effect is pretty good. I just almost never end up taking it to the end. I don't know why. Maybe it's a me problem. But with that said, we're on our way with our rider here. He's finally evolved into his unique form. And that's where the rider really starts picking up some steam. Before this point, the rider is just a good speed skull. But it's at this point where it turns from good to pretty, we're starting to see something here. But we have to wait for a legendary for it to truly like begin its transformation into one of the strongest skulls in the entire game. with, I would say, the single best button press. I was trying to say that earlier and then got interrupted. The rider's bike skill is just straight up like one of the best single buttons that you can press in all of Skul, if not the best single button. I guess arguably the single best button you can press in all of Skul would be Orc. But I don't know, rider's bike is very close, you know? It's a very powerful ability. Also, this is kind of crazy with the lag. I might pause the recording here in a moment. Not that you got it. It really only affects it on my end. I just need to figure out what's causing this, and if I can kind of ease it up a little bit. It's getting a little ridiculous. Though this room always lags on transition, so maybe it's fine. Though I feel like that's copium on my end. I feel like there's very clearly something happening, and I should get to the bottom of it. We'll see. I could commit to a rider, or I mean a Carleon recruit here. It could be fun. We'll see. If there's nothing else I'm offered that's interesting, I might commit to the Carleon recruit. All right. There's a harpy. Speak of the devil. No, thank you. I'll never take that on purpose ever again, unless, like I said, you guys know what it is. No good item so far. What is this dog, dude? Give me something good. This could be something to build a run around. I'll take it. It's not useful to me right now, though. It's actually doing nothing for me. But in the future, I can find an item that makes this good. Like Thief Armor or something, you know? That's a very interesting way to build a run around. And also, I don't know. I'm kind of interested to build some weirder runs. Maybe I'll have a look at what is this? Manatech 4 Rider. That sounds wacky. How would that work? The attack animation being sped up, does that if it makes your ride shorter, that would be like exclusively bad. Like that would be a very, very bad effect, basically. Well, I don't know, maybe I'll see what happens, you know? Maybe we'll try and build around that, because Manatech is a lot easier to build with on physical skulls than it is with magic skulls. Because physical skulls have Rear Blast and Multi-Dimensional Prism. And I know there's another item I'm forgetting off the top of my head. They have a lot more scaling in their damage percent in Manatech than magic skulls do. And then you have neutral items. I know we passed up the reliability generator, but I wasn't committed to a Manatech route already. I'm not even necessarily committed to Manatech here either. Maybe if I find another skull that is good with it. I don't think Recruit gets any benefit, probably. If it speeds up the animation of the... No, it only speeds up cast times. So it wouldn't do anything to the recruits, I don't think. T-break. Y'all know what it is. I don't know. There's a lot of experimentation I want to do with the Manatech inscription, Manatech 4 specifically. I'm very interested in that because I wrote it off as terrible for a very long time. If you followed my arc on this channel, like if you're not brand new and you've been watching for a bit, if you followed my arc in going from really thinking that Manatech 4 is horrible to thinking it's incredible, that was a hell of a journey. And now I'm very interested to just use Manatech as often as I can, where it makes sense. And using it with Rider is never something I considered. But what if it's good, man? What if it's good on Recruit too? What if it, like I said, what if it makes the recruits, the summons, what if it makes their attack speed faster or something? That would be really good. There's a lot of potential there. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We have to watch the... okay, there's Thief Armor. I'm taking that. I already said I'm not taking Orc. I've been using it too often. I know it's Giga Damage. I know Giga Damage is fun. But, like, there comes a time where you have to... I don't know. Just kind of take a step back and make the run a little bit different. You know, we don't want cookie cutter runs. We want interesting runs. This one's going to be interesting. I might have Thief Armor for the entire duration of this build. We'll see. Thief Armor is an excellent item. I used to rely on it a lot more than I do now. But it's an incredible item nonetheless. It really makes like dealing with rooms a lot easier on certain skulls. Some skulls who otherwise can't deal with rooms at all, really, like Champion, if you get a Thief Armor, then the champion is like suddenly a god at dealing with rooms. One of the best. So, oh, that's a good item too. Another item that would activate the rear blast if we didn't just get Thief Armor. Thief Armor ensures that we essentially are going to have a constant 90% damage increase with rear blast. Like, we have nothing to worry about in that regard anymore. What's my crit? 26? Not bad. Not bad at all. Maybe I'll go crit percent. Who knows? Which means I saw the invisible knife earlier and I passed it up in the moment. We could maybe even go a little mix here and build like an invisible knife, basic attack focused run or something. I don't know. Generally with the rider, you want to go into a more ability focused route because the rider's ability is so incredible. It's like the thing that makes the rider the rider. But I don't know. Who knows? The run's still young. We got plenty of time to figure out what we want to do. Another Gravedigger. It's mocking me for straying from the path. I'm definitely taking that, by the way. I know this is another item I rely on, but the thing about this is it's like, this is not a flashy item effect or anything, so relying on it isn't as like as obvious. It's just damage percent, and every run needs it, so I don't really blame myself for relying on the Golden Sword as much as, say, Evil Sword Tyrion, which I don't know if I would take on this run. I mean, it'd be a very hard thing to pass up if I see it at like a early enough moment in the run. But I don't know, maybe just for the sake of like the theme of today, which is doing weird stuff, I would pass it. Who knows? We'll cross that bridge when we get there, if we get there. That's good. Actually, that's really good. That kind of incentivizes me to go double Speed Skull. I might get off this recruit soon and grab another Speed Skull and then maybe do some strike shenanigans. I don't know. That's a really good strike item though, especially if you have 2 Speed Skulls. But even, let's see, 15% attack speed and then movement speed. Well, the movement speed it's good. It's just nothing really to write home about. But the attack speed is excellent. And the crit is obviously very good. It's one of the higher natural, like one of the higher items that just has like flat crit rate on it. That's not, you know, like Black Steel Daggers has incremental crit rate on it. Assassin Dagger is like, I think maybe the highest crit percent item that is like just kind of like a flat crit rate on it. I think that might be true. I don't know though. Either way, it's really good. Like there's no getting around that. Who would I take as a Speed Skull partner? I have to maybe start thinking about that. Could maybe, if we do end up going like a mixed route, we could maybe do like Rockstar? Though I have been saying Rockstar is not necessarily a good partner skull, so I don't know. The sky's the limit. Kaboom, Bomber, I don't think I would take here. I certainly don't want that. That's a balanced skull. That's the opposite direction. Though this is also a balanced skull, so I don't know. We got options, though. That's the good thing about this run right now, is there's lots of options. The sky is the limit. All right. I think I'm going to obliterate these two, by the way. I don't think they stand a chance in hell, frankly. This is going to be a thrashing. But we'll see. Maybe I'll die. This is the run where I flub it against the Lyanna so bad that I just die against them. It's been a very long time since I've died to the Lyanna sisters. I don't even remember. Probably when I was a new player. But we'll see. You know what? Maybe I'm tooting my horn a little too hard. I think I might have had a maybe in a challenge run I died against Lyanna sisters or something. I don't know. What I'm trying to do here is kind of just diss them, you know, like kind of shit on and dunk on the Lyanna sisters. Like, you know, they are what they are. For new players, they're a nightmare. For veteran players, they're nothing. Hopefully hard mode gives them a buff, though I'm kind of still on that copium track where like I'm thinking maybe we'll get some new bosses in hard mode. I mean, that is like some Colombian grade copium, but I'm not gonna lie, it does feel good to maybe even slightly think that that could happen, you know? It's a really fun thing to think that we could get entirely new bosses. It really depends on how they handle the story moving forward. If it's like if this takes place after the events of what we know Skul the Hero Slayer to be so far, how could we fight the Lyanna sisters again is the question. Also, lag out the ass. I might pause the recording here in a moment. I'm probably taking this though, Distorted Curved Sword. It gives me Hidden Blade 4, and it's actually a really good Hidden Blade item for this build in particular. I'm definitely pausing the recording here in a moment. After we get this, I will. I kind of want Spectre too, though. Spectre's interesting. It's a quintessence I don't use a lot. Actually, yeah, let's grab Spectre. I can find the Distorted Curved Sword again soon. It's much easier to find items in like you get one quintessence every shop sometimes. Like one quintessence every mini boss with the adventurers, and then you get like a quintessence usually in the boss chest and then in the shop. But you see much less quintessences on a run than you see items. So I'll keep going for now, but odds are when we get to the next shop, I'll do the let my laptop have a breather. Also, that is really unfortunate. Not that it really mattered, as you saw. We still very easily were able to get the loot, but that was like the worst spot for the treasure chest to spawn. Oh, if you have a mummy or a Sphinx quintessence, you can actually jump into the back of that and get like a really interesting visual effect. I think I'll do it here just to show it off, but we'll be taking some damage when I do it, but it's kind of worth it. It's pretty funny. I'll show you guys. I did it in one video once, and okay, so you can go back here. Oh, never mind. Actually, we can't. The knockback throws me out. How did I do that in the last video then? I don't remember. I'll try and make that happen again soon. I think I have to be standing in there as it moves, and then when it reaches the end, it doesn't throw you out like it was doing there. I don't know, though. It was really funny when we did it, though. God, that was a long time ago at this point. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but it was. Spectre and the bike skill might be interesting. I don't know. A lot of people really like Spectre. I'm kind of iffy about it. I'm definitely not taking a Veiled Mask. I'm actually just kind of on an anti-Veiled Mask like opinion at this point. I just think it's a bad item. And I rated it, I think, in B tier in my tier list. I actually think it's a D tier item, maybe even an F tier item. I have to think more about it. Also, this is a really good item if we can just get that second Speed Skull. And I think I'm off the reliability generator or like mana tech run thing at this point. And I think I'm going to go down a strike or just kind of like crit based route here. I don't think that's what we're looking for. Jenny Chain Sickle. That's Misfortune. It's very interesting. Is it good on this skull? I don't know how often I'm going to be doing in-air attacks. I like the Misfortune though. How much does this cost? $9.40. I think I'll take the Jenny Chain Sickle for now. Get rid of. We'll just lose treasure. Screw it. And I guess I'm going to keep moving forward for now. The lag is not as bad as it was a second ago, but I need to keep an eye on that. I don't want the video to suffer in quality just because I don't want to take a break. So we'll see. All for the health of the channel. If I have to take a break, it is what it is. Some days my laptop is doing better than other days, I'll tell you that much. It's hard enough to render videos constantly on like a 2004 or no 2014. It's not that bad, but like a very old laptop that was meant for like college students doing homework. That's like basically what this laptop is. So I'm fortunate that I can even do this at all, frankly. So one of my highest priorities moving forward, now that we have monetization on the channel, is going to be upgrading my machine. So hopefully we can do that in a timely manner. That's the hope. Though, like I said, ad revenue on YouTube is pretty meager. I don't know. I'm considering other options. Streaming, sadly, is not an option right now. Hopefully, it becomes an option soon. Like, I'd love to do streaming content. If I could be streaming, I would be streaming. And also simultaneously doing videos, too. Don't worry about that. Like, I'm never going to stop uploading videos or anything. And more than likely, I don't even think if I was streaming, I don't know if I would go to Twitch. I think I would stay on YouTube. But I would have to think about it. I don't know how many people would follow me to Twitch. And I already have an audience built here. So yeah, that's for me to worry about. I shouldn't even really be talking about this. It's not, like, I'm sure you guys don't really care that much. But, I don't know. Hopefully you guys are at least excited about potential, because if I can upgrade my machine, we can play more games. Like, I could play Gunfire Reborn, which is a game I've gotten requested to play a lot. I can't even run it on this laptop, let alone record videos of it. But if I upgrade my machine, that's a thing I can do. Honestly, I'm kind of low-key thinking I want this. I think it's better than this. But I'm still looking for a speed skull, but I want to take this just temporarily even, just to show how good physical Gargoyle can be. Like, Gargoyle, a physical build on Gargoyle with Ginny Chain Sickle and all these items is actually not bad at all. And keep in mind, this is only rare. It's good. Though I'm definitely swapping back to this. Okay, we're definitely taking a break after we beat these adventures. My laptop just can't handle it anymore. Alright, good stuff. That was easy. Easy stuff. Give me a speed skull, please. That is not a speed skull. Though that is a skull I think I'll take. Oh, but that's the invisible knife. It's interesting, to say the least. Though that's a flame dragon. All of these are actually really interesting. I do have a run request that's been on the run request list for a long time. Though it's one of those unnamed run requests, so I can't shout the person out because it's that old. But it was like a Mummy Ginny's Chain Sickle run. Because look at this. You can do stuff like this with Mummy and Ginny's Chain Sickle. It's very interesting. With that said, though, I need to take a break. Obviously, my laptop is just not having a good time. So I'll pause the recording here and see you guys back in just a moment. All right. That wasn't too bad. Not too long of a wait there. Let's get rid of the 1.61. So yeah, I'll upgrade my bike here or my rider. I'm fully committed to the rider. Mummy is still to be seen, but I do like the idea of the Mummy sword build. It's really cool. The only problem here is like it's not a speed skull, and we're still wanting that secondary speed skull. So our Beak of the Raptor and Assassin Blade are constantly giving me benefits, and that's not the case if we have a balanced skull in the mix. God, please let the lag be over. Like, come on, computer, just work with me here, man. I know you have a Windows update pending. It's not that bad. Relax. There's so many annoying background processes that are like happening around this time whenever you're like going through Windows update time. They're like just kind of there and like you can't do anything about them. Just why can't they just let me be, man? Just let me just vibe with my computer without having a million uninterruptible background processes happening at any given moment. That is not a speed skull. Also, excuse me, I hope that didn't pick up in the microphone. I don't think it did, but yeah, that's maybe copium on my end. Oh, by the way, Legendary Rider, the single best button press in the game, and here's why. We pretty much obliterated this entire room just on one bicycle, so... Okay, I'm definitely taking this. Or am I? I don't know. Ugh, it's not synergistic with what we're doing. I want to do a Berserker, but like, what we're doing right now... Nah, I can't do it. Oh my god, I'm sorry to the Berserker fans. I just can't do it. Like, he keeps showing up on runs where it doesn't make sense to take him. Whereas, like, the Mummy, we have a reason to want to take this skull. Because it's really good with the Ginny's Chain Sickle. And also, you know, we still want that, we still do want that speed skull. And I will hold off for a very long time until it's, like, unfeasible. Where, like, I know for a fact I'm not going to get the secondary speed skull. But I'm going to hold on to that hope for a while, because I really do desperately want that. I'm still kind of down like my strike route, you know? Like, I'm still kind of in that mindset where I want to do that, so... Hopefully we find it soon. Come on. That's like the opposite. Do I want to even look for Fulgent Dawn? Kinda not. We don't have a lot of money here. We have a decent amount, but not too much. We have Arms 3, though. Let's refresh. Like I said, I want to make this run interesting. I could have actually maybe considered that sword mana tech item. If we see it again, I'll think about it a little more. We definitely can't take a Raven's Monarch Feather, unfortunately. Keep going. And Gaston some stuff that I could have taken, but I didn't think hard enough on them, and I missed some opportunities in that shop, but that's fine. It happens, you know, we're only human. We can only, oh, actually, hang on, we could have skipped this. I wasn't even thinking about the Spectre. We could have done the skip, man, and it would have been really cool, unique instance of it, too. Kind of screwed that up, but it's fine. Maybe this will be an example of what I was talking about, where, like, if you let enemies still exist down here, they can die on their own, and I don't have to go down there. They're kind of doing it, but it still makes sense to just go down here and kill them. Why is the game throwing my pro tip in my face? Like, that was the thing I said a few videos ago, and then I got instantly shown that that's just not true. And then I tried to mention it here again, and once again, foiled. The game is just pretty much sending me the middle finger at this point. It's like, your pro tips suck, Haxa. They're weak tips, man. They're noob tips, even. You're a noob at Skul, Haxa. You suck. That's what the game's saying. You know what? Maybe I'm starting to believe it. Yeah, my confidence is shook. I'll admit it. I'll cop to it. But it is what it is. Let's talk about the mummy here. The funny thing about the mummy in this build in particular is, it's actually better if you don't have a weapon on this build, because the uncapped attack speed of the basic mummy attack is uniquely capable of doing the Jenny's Chain Sickle strategy, whereas all of the weapons that are, like, you know, like the flamethrower and all of those, they're very good, but they have like a capped speed that you can't go above. So in this particular instance, in this very weird mummy run, we would probably not even want to go beyond rare. But I don't think I'm committed to the mummy either way, so I'm more than likely getting rid of this mummy at some point and moving beyond the rare mummy, or just getting more skull shards in general. Alright, Miss Chimera. Let's see how well this does against her just standing in her like that. It's alright. It's like pretty consistent, like DPS lowering. But if we really want to destroy the Chimera, what we'll do is this. We'll press the button. Aw, man, she got the jump. I was kind of hoping she wouldn't. But yeah, that's how we really destroy the Chimera. The Rider is like very uniquely capable, especially of destroying the Chimera, because she has such a big hitbox. Like, all of his bikes are hitting her at once, basically. Also, giga lag there. I don't know where that came from. This is... actually, no. This is really bad with the bike skill. I'm kind of looking at the black steel daggers, frankly. Yeah. I think that throws my crit percent, like, into the stratosphere. Actually, screw Kendo Stick. I'm done with you. This is a great moment to get rid of the Kendo Stick. There's always a moment in a run where it makes sense to ditch the Kendo Stick. And that was that moment for me. Though we could have maybe gotten Rapidity, but I don't think we need it, frankly. Let's move past her, because we're still not committing to the mummy, and even if I was committing to the mummy, I probably would not do beyond rare mummy for this build in particular. Though really, honestly, it's like, this strategy is not good, for the record. It's not a good strategy. It's a meme strategy, but it's funny. And, you know, I'm always going on about how comedy and fun is important in Skul the Hero Slayer, and this is an example of that. Let's see if we can Spectre our way out of this room. Yes, we can. Wait, are we stuck? No, okay. That was fun, though. That is a really interesting way to use the Spectre Quintessence. It's capable of interesting stuff like that. Oh, by the way, this is an example of what I was talking about in the last time I mentioned it. It's a really interesting quirk about the Rider. The Hellbach is actually a transformation. It turns the Rider kind of like in the sense that the Balrog is transformed. It transforms you into a completely new character, and the chain grab becomes a whole different skill. It's really interesting, kind of quirky. And it's something like veteran players of this game didn't know about for a very long time, until it was pointed out by Earl, or I think it was, actually no, I think it was pointed out by someone else. But I don't remember who. I probably shouldn't talk about it too much if I can't give proper credit, but whoever it was pointed out by is very clever, because it's actually just, I guess it's not clever, it's funny more than anything that we didn't notice it, but it's still an interesting catch. It's not really something you think about, I guess, so I don't know. Maybe I'm being harsh on ourselves for not noticing. Also, good lord, can I please find a speed skull, a decent speed skull for my secondary skull? Where are they all at? We already found the remaining one, so we can't get lucky and find him. I think we also found the harpy too, if I'm remembering the way the run unfolded so far. Let's see what we get from this. HP is the only thing I don't want. Well, hey, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not bad for the record. It's just the least helpful thing, but still not bad. Like it's not a bad thing to get. I'm happy to see the spokesman of the mist at all, frankly. That would have been Fulgent Dawn, but I don't care. I don't want it. None of this is interesting. None of this is interesting. Nope. There's the Lunar Ring again. Still not interested. And wow, what a trashy shop. That was awful. Inner Malice is interesting, though I don't think we're swapping enough to make it super useful. We also don't have Mutant. So I think I'm going to leave it. Save my money. But the shops have been very unkind on this run. I will say that much. Like, we're on this crit build. But I've yet to see a gunpowder sword. Just want to point that out. You know, kind of unfair. Kind of on the low BM. But maybe the game will, you know, make up for it soon. Also, that was a weird Spectre. I don't know why the Spectre dodged this guy. Spectre is quirky like that sometimes too. Spectre just quirky, man. It's a quirked up shoddy. It's up to nothing. It's up to something weird, and you can't quite put your finger on it, but you just know. What? My mouse is, I think, running out of batteries. Hopefully it lasts the run. Mouse? I hope my mouse isn't breaking. This would be a horrible time for the mouse to break. I'm still recording. Just hold on. I might just change the batteries in a moment, just to be safe. As I don't want to die needlessly to something as stupid as, like, in real life, like, mechanical issues. That'd be a first on this channel. Just hold it together, mouse. Please. And I only have the one mouse, too, so if this breaks, I'm screwed. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't. Oh yeah, I am still looking for a skull. Oh my god, how it's so rare in this that I'm this late in the run and I don't have my secondary skull, so it just feels weird. But yeah, that's a thing we're doing. We still don't have our skull because the game's being rude and not giving me any speed skulls for who the hell knows why. This has just been a rude run. Not bad, just rude. The run's still pretty dang good, honestly. Even though it's a little weird. Like, I'm making it weird on purpose, so. Yeah, let's not take needless damage there. Alright, so hopefully this is the speed skull. Please. It's not! It's a living armor. The pretty much complete opposite of what we're looking for. That's a power magic attacker skull. Like, we could not get further from what we're looking for, so. Game, you gotta work with me a little bit here. Also, the lag is seeming to rearing its ugly head again. Hopefully it goes away. This guy's going to be a little obnoxious, though the rider is pretty good at dealing with him. So I'm going to definitely be relying on the rider here a lot. More than likely, I'm not going to be using the mummy really at all. But this is just kind of rider stuff. If it's a big target, the rider can hit the target very, very effectively. Though we're spent now. We did all of our burst basically. Let's not die here. The movement, the bad movement of the mummy is going to be. Oh, that was an insta ult. What the? I've literally never seen that ever, and I mean ever. In all of my time playing this game, I've never seen an Act 4 adventure insta ult. What just happened? That is interesting, in a bad way. Please never do that again. What are you doing? Oh my god, what was happening there? That was so insane. Okay, I'm taking this. This is not what we're looking for, but it's at least better than the mummy. But here's the thing, here's the kicker. Actually, I'll just Predator. We'll commit to the Predator. I'm done with skull rooms. This is insane. The Predator is a good skull, by the way, on this build. It's actually a pretty dang good skull. But I'm just upset that the game just did not want to give me a freaking speed skull. Like, why? I guess we can take the bone of courage now. But, like, that is insane, man. I held out for so long just for any speed skull. Like, that's not a big ask. It's actually like, not even a specific skull. Just any single one. Game is just on something today. Gotta be careful with this skull, though. Here, maybe Predator can kind of do some interesting stuff with Spectre. Okay, my mouse is on the fritz. I just hope it's the battery. That's all I can really hope for. If there's something wrong with the mouse, I'm screwed. I don't have another mouse to use, so please just let it be that I am dealing with a low battery or something. It has been a while since I've changed the battery, so I think that's probably it. I shouldn't get myself, I shouldn't get worried about it or anything needlessly. But it would suck if my mouse broke. I wouldn't be able to do play Skull. But I guess I can maybe get a new one. I do have some, like, you know, I guess it's, if something's going to break, now that I have my channel monetized, is as good of a time as ever for that to happen. Also, my mouse. Okay, hang on. I'm going to change the battery. All right. Hopefully that helps. Oh, okay. I was looking away, but we did the trick. We did the trick where I swap into the void and don't take damage. So it all worked out in the end. I'm a little distracted. I'm just kind of really hoping that this mouse isn't breaking. Please don't break. Oh, okay. I just took a bunch of orbs to the face. Let's not die for in real life issues. And thankfully the halfling is here regardless. Give me my dear friend. Okay, it helps, but we're looking for something a little better here. Oh, that's excellent, actually. That's a great pickup. Let's get rid of Ginny's Chain Sickle at this point, right? This has Misfortune, right? It does. Okay, Ginny's Chain Sickle is going. It's not very useful on this build, especially now that we don't have the Mummy. It served me well for a while, but honestly, the reason I had the Ginny's Chain Sickle for so long is because it we couldn't find items that were better in the shops. Ginny's Chain Sickle was never really a super mainstay item on this run. Also, it appears that that was what was happening. Not having mouse problems, at least right now. I guess that's a little bit copium. Like, I'm like, oh man, crisis averted. But it does appear to be good now. At least that's, you know, hopefully how it continues to go. And also, give me a fountain. Look at our debuffs, man. The screen is so covered in like debuff smoke. Like, we are kind of living on a prayer here. Oh, there's the slime. Who do I want to see? I mean, what do I want to see duped from this slime? Is there anything I even care about super hard here? Get all of the use out of the back skill that we can. As always, it's just a good thing to do. 1, 3, and 5. Let's pay attention to those. 5 would obviously be the best. This would also be good. It would allow me to get rid of maybe this. Let's see. Thieves' Black Steel is a pretty good option here. Well, that's 3, right? Yeah, it is 3. That's not bad. I need to find something to get rid of for it, though. Or do I? Do I need that? I guess it's pretty good damage percent. We want to make sure we keep Hidden Blade. Honestly, I don't see how I can fit it. Because this has Hidden Blade on it. We need that. We also, I'm still potentially going strike 4. So yeah, I'm just going to break that. The slime gave me money, basically, there, which is fine. Oh! Ooh, let's go! Now, that's a good pickup. Misfortunes on this. Though, I guess, could we get rid of that at this point? I don't know. I do want this, like, very badly. I guess I could get rid of the thief armor. No, because it has hidden blade. Okay, thank God I noticed. I could get rid of my arms. Though that's a big loss. That's a huge loss. Do we need hidden blade 4? Let me look at the inscription. Oh, we don't have it right now. Marked enemies. 5 seconds for adventures and bosses. And what's the cooldown? Oh, can they be marked more than once? I don't think so, actually. So I don't even think I care that much about hidden blade 4. Because our crit rate is already insane anyway, actually. So yeah, I think I can have the luxury of not caring about hidden blade 4. Does that mean I want to get rid of the thief armor? Actually, no, that means I want to get rid of this. Alright, good. We sorted it out, guys. We figured it out. We solved the puzzle. Let's see if there's anything else here. This is strike 4, right? It is. Though it's not very good strike 4. Is it worth taking just for strike 4? Kinda. What would I get rid of? Thief armor? No, that's my projectiles. But the problem with thief armor is I can't really use them when there's no enemies around. This also gives me misfortune 4. Critical hits turn all attacks into critical hits for 7. That's so meaningless. Arms and arms, so we're stuck with these. Could get rid of this, but that's a huge amount of my damage percent. Yeah, it's massive. This is a puzzle. Maybe we don't care about strike 4. Or if we're going to get strike 4, we need to get it with something better, I think. I think that's the true solution. So let's move along. The run is powerful. Like, we're there, basically. We're at a point now where the run is very good. But I could make it better if I could just pick up, like, the perfect item that I can't even think of off the top of my head, by the way. I have no idea what the perfect item would be. But I know there's an item out there that would really bring this all home. And hopefully we'll find it, whatever it is. I should mostly be using the Rider. Predator is like a last-second emergency edition, basically, on this build. I didn't choose the Predator chose me. Frankly, I would have preferred to have Champion or something, you know? I was actually kind of hoping for the Champion. Not something you will hear me say very often, but yeah. Champion would have been very good here. But sadly, we didn't get it. Let's be careful. Gunpowder Sword, I think I would still take Gunpowder Sword if I see it. What's my crit at? 70? No shot. Oh yeah, because our Black Seal isn't finished. Let's, alright, now let's look. 106. So we have constant, consistent, all the time crits. Which makes Strike even better. Maybe I should have taken that. I don't know. Because it's like, I would lose Misfortune, I think. Though I can't afford to lose one of my Misfortune items. And we are at Hidden Blade 3 now. So actually, I think I should have taken the bow. The Cowardly Bowmaster's bow. I think that was the right decision. Kind of a missed opportunity. The more I look at my run, the more I realize just how much it would have benefited from that. It's fine, ultimately. The run's still very good. But that was the correct call, and I made the wrong choice there. Is what it is. Maybe we'll get a chance to correct that mistake against Joan in her chest. Also, we did not find a single fountain on the way out until we got here. We had so many debuffs. But we're good now. Alright. This has been a run with lots of problems, both in and out of the game. But all is well now. So let's see what happens here. I feel pretty good. I think we stand a good shot at killing Joan before she can pull off her ult. But only time will tell, so let's go ahead and drop in there and see how it goes. Alrighty. I'm ready to absolutely obliterate Joan. I kind of want to save my bike skill until phase 2, though. Which you would think, like, the bike skill is pretty bad against phase 2, but if you know what you're doing, it's good. And it's going to be how we, like, quick kill her, basically. I don't think we have much of a chance otherwise, so... Also, we might want to look to getting rid of the Spectre moving forward, if we can find something to do it with, because it's not going to be helpful. Ooh. It's not going to be helpful against the first hero. Also, maybe I should have talked to one of those ability swap NPCs, because I don't like the windmill ability on the Predator. I think it's terrible, frankly. But I do really like this ability, this one. This one's really good. And it's actually the best Predator ability, in my opinion. Also, let's swap here so we don't have to swap into the bike skill up here. Alright, so here goes nothing. With a little bit of lag stopping me, preventing me from doing what I want to do. Okay, what just happened there? I did not do that. I swear to God I didn't do that. I think we just missed our chance based on some weird something weird, man. I did not jump off the bike. So, I don't know what happened. I suppose we can wait for the cooldown, but I don't want to sit in the Joan fight for that long. This video is already extremely long as it is, so let's just consider it a loss and be on our way. Oh my god. Okay, so let's not lose our life here. I could just stand here and attack. That was awkward because of, like, my laptop just being a fucking mess today. What's happening? What? Hello? Oh my good god. Okay, I think I have to pause the recording again. After we get out of here. What is happening today? This Windows update's pissing me off. I'm mad now. Actually, this is a perfect trend. Oh my god. This is insane. I might just install the Windows update in between when I pause this and come back, because I'm sick of this. The Flame Dragon is an excellent quintessence to pick up here at the end, but I'm going to have to pause the recording again. I do apologize. Today's been a day, so I will be back in a moment. All right, update installed, shower gotten. I'm feeling good. Hopefully we can get through this last little bit of the run here with minimal issues. I didn't get to talk about it when it was happening, so I'll mention it now. I actually think we have a pretty good shot here of, and I say this in every episode and it never happens, but we have a decent shot, I'll say, at killing the first hero before he gets to pull off his ult. Thanks to the pickup of the Flame Dragon, I think is really what sells it. I'm definitely buying some food there, and I'll probably only get to refresh once. Oh, okay. I did say if I see it, I'll take it. And that remains to be the case, so I'm definitely going to take this. It's an insane item. God, it's gonna be insane. What can we get rid of? We only have strike 3. Probably Beak of Raptor, right? Since we only have strike 3 and we're not getting strike 4, there's no strike here, so let's do that. Let's get rid of the Beak of Raptor and pick up the Gunpowder Sword. Insane last minute pickup. This screenshot ought to go quickly. Yeah, my laptop is fresh-faced and it's broad out and bushy-tailed for this last little bit of the run here. God, I should have just done that the whole... I do apologize for the scuffedness of this episode. But, you know, it is what it is. All is well. We got through it together. And since we just got an update, hopefully there won't be another one for a long time. God, every day I get closer and closer to just getting Linux. Like, it's open source anyway. I'm not like even like I'm a dummy, okay? I think y'all know this by now. Oh my god, what? Oh, okay. I don't know what happened there, but like I'm not smart. I'm decent with computers. I know it would be hard to get used to a new OS. I've used Windows my whole life, but I'm almost done with it. I'm telling you. With all that said, Um, that it's all irrelevant to the run we're actually on. The gunpowder sword, I think, is like a massive last minute dub. Honestly, I think we stand an incredible chance here at killing him before he gets to pull off his ult. But let's see what happens. Like, this is a very good example of just like an insane crit build, frankly. Even though we didn't quite get there with like any like one strategy, like we didn't get to build into strike the whole way or misfortune or arms. There's a lot of awkward inscription numbers here. It doesn't matter. The run is still insane. And I'm very excited to see how this goes. So let's just get it over with and get in there and finish this episode. All right. A little lag on the way in. Hopefully that's not a bad sign. Please be done with the lag. I installed your update. I did the dark deed. What more do you want? I did the thing, man. Come on. Let's see if we can get him frozen in place so I can really get him with the flame dragon. Oh. Oh, no. That's not good. I missed a lot of my my chance to deal a lot of damage to him there. He's gonna get... Dude, that was just unfortunate timing on my part. That was completely me. If I just waited for him to jump down with his attack there and not popped off earlier, I think it would have been a shoo-in to get him before he got to do his ult. Like, this run is so strong that I don't think it would have had any problems at all doing that. And like I said, I always like to say this, it's not important that I do that. It's just a swag strat, really. It's just like dunking on the first hero. But dunking on the first hero is fun. Like it's a fun time to completely and utterly humiliate the first hero. So let's try not to lose my life here. I think we can get out here without losing my life. I was just kind of throwing caution to the wind there. I wanted to get him at least before he gets out of his first attack animation here, which is the other dunk strat for the first hero. Yeah, this run's crazy. Like, just absolutely insane. We have a very easy win screen here, by the way. Ryder is one of the best at breaking the win screens. So we'll have some fun with that. Let's finish things out here with... Okay, let's not lose our life. That's pretty much my goal here. Also, not getting grabbed and not losing my life kind of go hand in hand here. Because if I get grabbed, my life is gone. So, it's all good, though. We got him. GG's. This run should have gone a lot smoother and quicker. But so much in this run was so weird. It really came together at the last second, but... The road to the end of this run was kind of nuts. So yeah, I said we have an easy win screen here, and we do. Ryder is one of the best at doing it, and we'll show it off here. Though I could have timed that better. We could have gotten further in here if I'd pressed the button like a little later, but I didn't want to risk it. My win screens have been washed lately, and I wanted an easy dub here. So as you can see here, this is like about as janky as a win screen as you can get. We have this door here, which there is a door there. It's really strange. I think it's like the transition marker between the inside of the tower and the outside of the tower. But it's funny that it's there. GG's. Look at this run, man. Excellent example of just a crit run. Like, every crit madness. Everything here went so super good. The last second gunpowder sword really sealed the deal. Without that, the run would have been significantly weaker against the first hero, but getting that at the end was excellent. I saw some discussion in the Discord about Crown of Thorns. Apparently, Masterpiece Crown of Thorns is worse than normal Crown of Thorns. I don't know if that's true. I haven't gotten to use it yet. But people were saying that this is just a worse version of this. Gunpowder Sword is a better version of Crown of Thorns. I don't think that's true, because the damage effect that you get from the Crown of Thorns it is a worse version of Gunpowder Sword. Well, okay, here's what I'll say. Gunpowder Sword is obviously better than Crown of Thorns, because Gunpowder Sword is the best item in the game. But Crown of Thorns is not bad, and it has its place because of damage scaling on misfortune. That's extremely important. 80% damage is a ton, especially if you're going misfortune. If you're going fully into crit percent, it can be a little hard to get damage scaling off the ground. Like, as you saw in this run, despite we had good damage, but like, it didn't come from traditional sources. We only had from our actual items flat damage percent wise. We had arms and we had this, and that's it. Everything else was scaling on like we had this scaling from the thief armor, which we could have gotten rid of the thief armor, but I'm glad we kept it to the end. But like it can be hard to scale your damage percent with like certain inscriptions. And Crown of Thorns serves like the purpose of scaling your damage on misfortune runs and just crit runs in general. So I stand by Crown of Thorns. I think it's an incredible item. Obviously not as good as this, but what is? Like even Evil Sword Kyrian kind of blushes at the power of Gunpowder Sword. Gunpowder Sword deserves to be nerfed. Let's be real. But they never will. If they would have nerfed it in 1.5 if they were going to touch it at all, and they didn't. So, all that said, this run was really fun despite the technical issues, and hopefully those are done now. I did the update. I did the Dark Deed. Bill Gates is satisfied. I installed the malware on my computer. Thank you, Bill Gates. I did it. I did it for you. I hate Windows Update. It's probably, you guys probably wonder why I hate it so much, but you guys probably have good computers where like Windows Update barely affects you at all. But if you have a laptop that's like mine, the whole thing becomes completely inoperable whenever you have pending updates or like background processes are running and it's like installing stuff in the background. It's really annoying. But all that said, we still got through it together and it was fun. I enjoyed it despite the weirdness of this run. Predator was actually a good addition, but I need to stop rambling now. I spent too much time talking about Windows Update. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys a lot, and I hope you had fun despite the weirdness, and I'll see you again in the next one where hopefully things will be more normal. Bye-bye.